telling you. Check this out. I'm telling you, yo, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes? All right. Gloria, please read the first sentence on the board.
Why me?
Because I know how much you love to read. Close the magazine.
Odysseus had no sense of direction.
Now, none of these sentences are correct. I'd like you to rewrite these sentences using proper tenses and spelling on page 4 of your worksheets.
I don't have page 4. That's run out.
Okay, why don't you just use the next blank page? What's going on? What is that? Give it to me. What is this?
Just leave it alone.
You think this is funny? Tito, would this be funny if it were a picture of you?
It ain't.
Close the workbooks. Maybe we should talk about art. Tito's got real talent, don't you think? You know something? I saw a picture just like this once in a museum. Only it wasn't a black man. It was a Jewish man. And instead of the big lips, he had a really big nose, like a rat's nose. But he wasn't just one particular Jewish man. This was a drawing of all Jews. And these drawings were put in the newspapers by the most famous gang in history.
That's us, dog.
You think you know all about gangs? You're amateurs. This gang would put you all to shame. And they started out poor and angry, and everybody looked down on them until one man decided to give them some pride, an identity, and somebody to blame. You take over neighborhoods? That's nothing compared to them. They took over countries. And you want to know how? They just wiped out everybody else. Yeah, they wiped out everybody they didn't like and everybody they blamed for their life being hard. And one of the ways they did it was by doing this. See, they'd print pictures like this in the newspapers. Jewish people with big, long noses. Blacks with big, fat lips. They'd also publish scientific evidence that proved Jews and blacks were the lowest form of human species. Jews and blacks were more like animals. And because they were just like animals, it didn't really matter whether they lived or died. In fact, life would be a whole lot better if they were all dead. That's how a Holocaust happens. And that's what you all think of each other.
You don't know nothing, homegirl.
No, I don't, Marcus, so why don't you explain it to me?
I ain't explaining shit to you.
You even know we live.
We was here first, man. Shut that shit up, boy.
All right. So what you're saying is, if the Latinos weren't here, or the Cambodians, or the blacks, or the whites, or whoever they are, if they weren't here, everything would be better for you. Isn't that right?
Of course. It'd be better if you were here.
Right. It starts with a drawing like this. And then some kid dies in a drive-by, never even knowing what hit him.
You don't know nothing. You don't know the pain we feel.
You don't know what we gotta do? You got no respect for how we living. You gotta sit here teaching us this grammar shit, and then we gotta go out there again. And what are you telling me about that, huh? What are you doing in here that makes a goddamn difference to my life?
You don't feel respected. Is that what you're saying, Ava? Well, maybe you're not. But to get respect, you have to give it.
That's bullshit.
What?
Why should I give my respect to you? Because you're a teacher? I don't know you. How do I know you're not a liar standing up there? How do I know you're not a bad person standing up there? I'm not just gonna give you my respect because you're called a teacher.
White people always wanting their respect like they deserve it for free.
I'm a teacher. It doesn't matter what color I am.
It's all about color. It's about people deciding what you deserve, about people wanting what they don't deserve, about whites thinking they run this world no matter what. You see, I hate white people.
You hate me?
Yeah.
You don't know me.
I know what you can do. I saw white cops shoot my friend in the back for reaching into his pocket. His pocket. I saw white cops break into my house and take my father for no reason except because they feel like it. Except because they can. And they can because they're white. So I hate white people on sight.
Ben, do you have anything to say?
Can I please get out of here?
Lady, stop acting like you trying to understand our situation. And just do your little baby sitting up there.
That's all you think this is?
It ain't nothing else. When I look out in the world, I don't see nobody that looks like me with their pockets full unless they rapping a lyric or dribbling the ball. So what else you got in here for me?
And what if you can't rap a lyric or dribble a ball?
It ain't this. I know that much.
Damn right.
And you all think you're gonna make it to graduation like this?
I made it to high school, ain't nobody stopped me.
Lady, I'm lucky if I make it to 18. We in the war. We graduating every day we live because we ain't afraid to die protecting our own. At least when you die for your own, you die with respect. You die a warrior.
That's right.
So when you're dead, you'll get respect. Is that what you think?
Yeah.
It's real.
You know what's gonna happen when you die? You're gonna rot in the ground. And people are gonna go on living. And they're gonna forget all about you. And when you rot, do you think it's gonna matter whether you were an original gangster? You're dead. And nobody is gonna wanna remember you. Because all you left behind in this world is this. You raising your hand?
The thing that you said before. The Holocaust?
Holocaust, yes.
What is that?
Raise your hand if you know what the Holocaust is. Raise your hand if anyone in this classroom has ever been shot at.